for myself, Dr. Pankaj Manik Sonone, Dhanaji Nana Mahavidyalaya Fezpur, Taluka Yawal District Jalgaon. Paper first, MTH 301, Calculus of Several Variables. Today we will define the definition of neighborhood of points, limit of function, and existence and non-existence of limits.
We define the definition of neighborhood of point. The neighborhood of point AB in xy plane means the set of points inside a circle having center at AB and radius is del and the radius is del. So in this definition of neighborhood of points, in the definition of neighborhood of point, the neighborhood of point AB in xy plane means the set of points inside a circle having center is AB. Suppose in xy plane, this one be a x-axis and this one be a y-axis. Okay, and this one be a circle with center point. The center point is AB. With radius is del. With radius is del. And the set of points. The set of points inside a circle. The set of points inside a circle with center is AB and radius is del. Suppose the set of all points, we suppose this point is xy. Okay, then the distance from the point xy to the center is AB is less than del. Then we write in the set form the set of all those points, say xy, the xy in R2 such that the distance from the point xy to the center AB is x minus a square plus y minus b square is less than del square. And this one be a delta neighborhood of AB. And it is denoted by del of n AB. This is the definition of delta neighborhood of AB. In the definition of neighborhood of AB, if the point AB is excluded from the delta neighborhood of AB, then the region is called deleted delta neighborhood of AB. If the point AB is excluded, say in this figure, the point AB is excluded from the delta neighborhood of AB, then the region is called deleted neighborhood of AB. And it is denoted by delta n dash of AB. Delta n dash of AB is equal to delta n of AB not containing the point AB. This is the deleted delta neighborhood of AB.
Now we define the definition of the limit. First we recall the definition of the limit for one variable. In one variable, the limit of function f of x is equal to the L as limit x is approaches to a. In this definition, for given epsilon is greater than the 0, there exists the del is greater than 0, such that in mod f of x minus L is less than epsilon whenever 0 less than in mod x minus a less than 10. In this definition, as the limit of function f of x is equal to the L as the limit x approaches to a. In this definition, for given epsilon greater than 0, there exists del is greater than 0 such that in mod f of x minus L less than epsilon whenever 0 less than mod x minus a less than 10. This is the definition of the limit for one variable. Now we define the definition of the limit for two variables. In this definition, let f be a function. Let f be a function defined in the region R and AB be a point within the R. The limit of function f is said to be a limit L
As xy tends to AB.
if for given epsilon positive, there exists a real number del is greater than 0 such that in mod fxy minus L less than epsilon, whenever 0 less than x minus a square plus y minus b square is less than del square.
Here, in mod f of x minus L is less than epsilon. What this inequality represent? This inequality represent that minus epsilon less than fxy minus L is less than epsilon. That is L minus epsilon less than fxy less than L plus epsilon. That is here this function fxy lies between L minus epsilon and L plus epsilon. Here in this definition, whenever 0 less than x minus a bracket square plus y minus b bracket square is less than del square. This can be also written as 0 less than square root of x minus a bracket square plus y minus b bracket square is less than del. Okay, that is this means that 0 is less than in mod x minus a less than del and 0 less than in mod y minus b less than del. Then this is called the deleted neighborhood of AB with radius del. This is deleted neighborhood. This is deleted neighborhood of AB with radius is del. With radius del. Okay, this is the deleted neighborhood of AB with radius is del.
And this can be written as the limit of function fxy is equal to the L as xy approaches to AB. This is also called double limit or also we call it simultaneous limit.
Also we call it the simultaneous limit. Now we discuss on the existence of the limit. In the existence of the limit, see, in this xy plane, okay, this won't be a region, and the point AB be the center. In existence of the limit, in xy plane, this won't be a region, okay, and if we take the any neighborhood of AB, it may be the value of the limit is unique. Here there are many paths to approach this point. Okay, to approach this point AB, we have many paths. Okay, also we traveling like this. Okay, here there are infinitely many paths to approach to this point AB. Here we choose many paths to approaching to the point AB. To approaching to the point AB. If the limit of function is the same, if the limit of function is the same for all possible paths, then we say that the limit is exists. If we choose the different paths to approaching the point AB, then the value of the limit is the same. Then we say that the limit exists. Otherwise, we call it the non-existence of the limit. And the common value is called limit of function. And the common value is called the limit of function. Okay, in the existence of the limit, it is difficult to verify the existence of the limit. It is difficult to verify the existence of the limit along all possible paths. So, we must verify the existence of the limit by epsilon delta definition. In the non-existence of the limit, if we choose two different paths in which the xy approaches to AB, in that situation we get the different values of the limit. Then we say that the limit does not exist. Okay. In the non-existence of the limit, if we choose two different paths such that the limits obtained are different, we say that the limit of function does not exist as xy approaches to AB. As xy approaches to AB. In the non-existence of the limit, if we choose the two different paths, xy approaches to AB, such that the limits obtained are different. So the limits are different. So we say that the limit of function does not exist as xy approaches to AB. Evaluate the limit xy upon x square plus y square as limit xy approaches to 0, 0. Here example, evaluate the limit xy upon x square plus y square as limit xy approaches to 0, 0. Solution. In this example, the function of two variables. Okay, this is any xy. Okay, and here this is any xy, and this is point is 0, 0. Here xy tends to 0 and y is also tends to 0. That is xy approaching here xy approaching the point 0, 0. Here there are infinitely many paths. Okay, if we choose the path along the x-axis, if we choose the path along the x-axis, then y is equal to the 0. If we choose the path along the x-axis, then that is for y is equal to 0. And if we choose the path along the y-axis, then x is equal to 0. Here there are many paths. We choose along the x-axis, that is y is equal to 0. Along the y-axis, x is equal to 0. Choose the path y is equal to the x. Choose the path y is equal to x square. Choose the path y is equal to mx. There are infinitely many paths. If we choose the path along x-axis, that is y is equal to 0. Therefore, the limit of function xy upon x square plus y square. Here we choose a path along the x-axis, that is y is equal to 0. Then this one is equal to the limit x tends to the 0. Here y is equal to the 0. Therefore here x into 0 upon x square plus 0. Therefore the value is 0. Therefore the value of the limit is 0. Now we choose the path along the y-axis, that is x is equal to the 0. Therefore the limit of function xy upon x square plus y square. Here we choose the path along the y-axis. Therefore the limit is y tends to 0. Then this one is equal to the limit here 0 into y upon 0 plus y square. The limit y tends to 0. Therefore the value of the limit is 0. Here for these two paths, the limits are same. Okay, in this example we choose two paths. First along the x-axis, that is y is equal to the 0, and we choose second path along the y-axis, that is x equal to the 0. Here for these two paths the limits are same. Here we take only two paths, but there are infinitely many paths for on but here there are infinitely many paths. For other paths the value of the limits may be different. So let us choose the another path. Choose a path y is equal to x. Therefore, the limit of function xy upon x square plus y square, as a limit x tends to 0. Therefore, the limit of function x into y, here put y is equal to the x, upon x square plus x square, here as a limit x tends to 0. Then this one is equal to the limit x tends to 0, x square upon 2x square. Then here the value of the limit is 1/2. In first part, the value of the limit is 0. In second part, the value of the limit is also 0. But in third part, for y is equal to the x, the value of the limit is 1/2. In this example, we choose the different paths. The value of the limits are different. So here the limit does not exist. Along here, along different paths, along different paths, the limits are different. The limits are different. Therefore, we say that limit does not exist. Therefore, we say that the limit does not exist. Problem number 2. Evaluate a limit x square minus y square upon 2x square minus y square as a limit xy approaches to 0, 0. Here, first, we choose the path along the x-axis. That is, y is equal to the 0. Therefore, the limit x square minus y square upon 2x square minus y square as a limit xy tends to 0, 0. Then this one is equal to, as a limit, x tends to the 0. Therefore here x square upon 2x square, that is equal to 1 half. Here the value of the limit is 1 half. If we choose the second path, choose a path along the y-axis, that is, x is equal to the 0. Therefore, the limit of function x square minus y square upon 2x square minus y square as a limit xy tends to 0, 0. This is equal to the limit. Here we choose the path along the y-axis. Therefore here the limit y tends to 0. And for x is equal to the 0, that is we write here minus y square upon minus y square. Therefore the value of the limit is 1. Here along two different paths, along two different paths, here along two different paths, limits are different. Limits are different. Then we say that limit does not exist. Then we say that the limit does not exist. So in this lecture we have seen the definition of neighborhood of point, limits for two variables, and existence and non-existence of the limit and some examples. So thank you very much.